only problem with ICE is that they're going after every minority group except black people. I mean, you're trying to reduce crime. You're just giving them more room to breathe. Can you imagine the shape you have to be in to deport black people?
I'm an American citizen, and the Republican Party of Texas is so corrupt that not only did they ban me from all Republican events just for exposing the horrible health condition of 84-year-old Congressman John Carter, now I'm under investigation by multiple federal agencies. And today, they use their power to remove me from the voting rolls so that I can't even vote for myself. Since they made it illegal for me to cast my vote, do me a favor and send your mail-in ballot to Texas, because this is David versus Goliath. This is the establishment protecting their 84-year-old puppets. So vote me into Congress so I can make Texas the worst place for terrorist Muslims, illegals, and corrupt politicians to live in, so help me God. God bless you.
I think what's really bizarre to me is how a black person could look a white person in the eye and start blasting off the most racist, queer insults known to man. And as if that isn't bad enough, will not possess the testicular fortitude to stick around for a rebuttal. So it's not the fact that I really think that a majority of the racist black people are in fact racist, but just fucking stupid.
My BPPN family, thank you for joining me on this one. Now, normally, I try to keep it lighthearted. I try to add some type of comedy here and there, but I gotta be honest, with this video, it took the most editing from me to try to make it somewhat deliverable to you without disrespecting your homes, your wherever you are, your ears, right? Because we care about you here at BPPN. My name is Mr. Grant. So, you saw those clips. First clip started with the joke at the expense of us. Let me get it straight, though. We just watched deportation turn into a comedy bit. Black history reduced to whining. The embarrassing cowboy with the dip in his gum, which is probably going to lead to cancer, but probably can't tell that guy anything, I'm sure. And the loudest voices that are delivering it are minorities. You don't see what's going on. See, they think they're being edgy. They think it's independent. They think it makes them powerful, but what it's doing is making the room comfortable, laughing at our expense. It's making people feel as though they can look at us that way because that lady is looking at us that way. And she's one of them. And it makes the embarrassing cowboy guy, well, we just not even gonna talk about him. You know what? I don't even know why I put him in the video. Let's keep it going.
Black History Month. There's nothing of value that comes from Black History Month. Most niggas don't even know your history. Most niggas don't even know who your father is. Black History Month is a month about shaming white people and making black people feel like fucking victims. That's it.
We're not getting our message out. Obviously. The Republican Party is and should be the only home for black voters.
All it does is reinforce the black victim mentality among black people. Nothing positive comes from Black History Month. It's a month of grandstanding and virtue signaling from white liberals and dumb blacks.
Now people think that black voters are a monolith. We're not a monolith. What? No, we're not. In fact, black Republicans alone are an extremely diverse group of people.
That's it. When we look at the academic performance of most black children coming out of black schools, they learn nothing as is. But the one thing that they're taught extensively is that they are a victim, everything bad happened to them, nobody likes black people, and that's it. There's no motivation, there's nothing inspirational, it's a bunch of miserable fucking garbage.
Now to speak more on diversity, I present tonight's speaker, Mr. Douglas Jackson.
Like we should rip people apart from their families.
Are you a man?
Wow. Wow, is that a question?
Wow.
Okay. How do you feel about ripping people from their families? Does that feel good? Sorry, I need to move.
Why are you calling a woman a man? I mean, what kind of a guy does that?
You think it's because it's coming out of a darker skin tone's mouths, it's insulated, right? It's not. They're trying to normalize this temperature. How badly do you hate yourself for you to think, hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna talk so badly about my own race I'm going to drop the N-bomb several times while I cater to the majority of my fan base, which are white people. I don't understand how you can sell yourself out so much that you just lose all sense of dignity and self-worth. That you go to a white barber, because look at your hairline, bro. It's up. Yo, here's the hustle. See, I'm going to say it louder for you in the back. And also, if somebody were to speak at a certain tone, if they're harsher than anybody else, if they say what makes the crowd lean forward, and then all of a sudden they're the exception. That's the good one. That's an honest one. That's a real one right there. No. They're convenient. And convenient, see, doesn't get respected. It gets used up and sit back out there to work the blade. You know what's really sad? Was that person wrong for calling them that with the hard R? Absolutely. Absolutely they were wrong. They had no right to say it, but they said it. And the first response, my first response when I heard it, you know, I was taken back like, oh. And then I thought about it. I was like, but they're not wrong, but it's just the wrong person to say it. But the hurt in his eyes. He first attacked the trans thing. He tried to say that. They came back with the rebuttal of saying the hard R, working for the K, them, K and them. Now that is wild to me. You want to use something that can hurt me? I'm going to use something that can really hurt you. And there's nothing you can do about it. And what did that guy do? He got in the back seat of the car because they ain't going to let him in the front. But nobody defended him. Not one person. They put him in the back and he went on about his business. What he said? What is wrong with you people? He was hurt. But anyways.
My only problem with ICE is that they're going after every minority group except black people. I mean, you're trying to reduce crime. You just give them more room to breathe.
If you're Asian American, the only valid reaction you should have to that video is disgust and, frankly, embarrassment. And now, when Asian communities are under attack, the fact that we're still throwing the black community under the bus shows how desperate some of us are to cling to this proximity to whiteness as our saving grace, as if that is going to keep us safe and protect our families when it never has before. A lot of us talk about how Asian discrimination and racism is downplayed, but it shouldn't come as a surprise when so many of us are so quick to disavow any solidarity with other communities of color. If you are part of an immigrant family, I know you know how rampant anti-blackness is in our world, and to see it perpetuated in the name of humor and an unfunny joke is embarrassing.
So Valentina Gomez, all right, you're finally getting what is due to you. This here with her MAGA she's Latin, she has an accent like she just got to this country. She's like,
so I can make Texas the worst place for terrorists, Muslims, illegals, and corrupt politicians.
I'm going to get rid of all of the people, the Muslims, and also the illegal immigrants. With that accent, motherfucker, they should snatch you mid-sentence. You got a lot of nerve. You got a lot of nerve. I love these people of color who sell out. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all want to be so white so badly. Even white people, some white people aren't as bad as you, motherfucker. You really, a lot of you Latin people really haven't learned your goddamn lesson. The people that did the song, I will vote for Donald Trump, are getting deported. The other jack with the Trump tattooed on his neck like a little, that motherfucker's getting deported. I can't wait till they find his. Can you believe that? I hope he changes that tattoo to Barack or some shit. All of them getting deported. That's what you get, selling out your own people, being Islamophobic, making fun of Muslims and shit, making fun of course, black people and your own people. She would make all these videos like, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you. She said, I think I'm cute. I'm a sellout. Maybe they'll believe it. And one thing I love about the Republican Party is when their racism sniffs out these sellouts. I actually am for that. I cheer MAGA on. I really do. Listen, I hate racism. I don't like what MAGA is. You know, they're a hateful motherfuckers, but when they take down the sellouts, whether they be black, Asian, Latino, I cheer. You know, make America great again by getting rid of these sellouts. Yeah, I cheer. Practical racism is what I like. And I like that they're deporting they're investigating your.
I'm under investigation by multiple federal agencies.
And every time you run, you lose all the time. So I think you should tell yourself, and I think you should be ashamed of yourself, Valentina Gomez. Bye. Adios, amigos.
You know, it's wild. When reality taps you on the shoulder, energy doesn't care about how loyal you were. I don't care about all the stereotypes you validated. Doesn't stop them from saying, hey, she's one of us. He's one of us. He's one of the good ones. You're still what you are at the end of the day. And you will never shed that. You see how fast it changes without a mic, no studio, no applause, no edits, just consequences. You can roast your own community online all day. You don't get to control what the rhetoric becomes offline.
Black people are wishing they were in the Epstein files.
White Americans are not doing anything about the Epstein files because there are no black people in it. If they release a version of the Epstein files right now that details over 200 to 300 black people in it, fucking little European girls, I can guarantee you the entire white population in America is going to get up in arms and they're going to get guns and they're going to find everyone involved. The reason white America hasn't done shit is because it's white people.
The f*** is this talking about? Listen here, Mutombo.
Yo, this sucking chest house just made a video about me. The slave owner that owned your ancestors must have had a mega jagged who f***ed the common sense out of them, and that shit passed generationally to you if you think I'm the one you're gonna call derogatory names to try to appeal to your fucking white audience. You're the guy that got beat up with the megaphone, that got beat up at some event, got chased the f*** out by the same white people that you're pandering to. You went looking for shit, they beat you up. You're that guy, right?
Bruh. That's exactly what you get, Andre Williams.
And of all the people on the internet, for some reason, you chose me. You're pandering to an all-white crowd. You house nigga, you sucking house nigga. Like I said, the white slave owner that owned your ancestors must have had a mega jagged because when he f***ed your ancestors, your bloodline, your exclusive bloodline, when he was f***ing them, right, as he owned them, he must have had a jagged to f*** the common sense out of them for that shit to pass generationally to you, for you to look at me and decide, you know what, I'm gonna pick on this one. I'm gonna call him derogatory names and appeal to my white audience. Well, let me tell you this. I am absolutely willing to go down for you. I swear to God, my whole life I've been waiting for somebody, a house like you, and I am absolutely willing to go down for you. And if you think I am absolutely the one you want to f with, make another video. I swear on my dead mother's soul, you will regret this.
Yo, so let me say this slowly. If your brand depends on humiliating people who share your skin tone, if your career grows every time you validate stereotypes, if you think being the minority who agrees upgrades your status, you're not playing chess. You're being used as a piece. Applause is not armor, bruh. Cloud is not protection. And the crowd that's cheering for you today is not going to rewrite how you're seen tomorrow. So you don't get upgraded. You get tolerated until you're not. And when that shift happens, don't look shocked. You help build that temperature. And now you deep within a frying pan. You know, I'm going to leave you with something my pops once told me. Everybody has the right to their own opinions, but everybody does not have the right to their own consequences. Stay vigilant. Stay engaged. Stay revolutionary.